Hello, statistics students. Welcome to another video on the binomial model. In this video, we'll be looking at an example where we're going to be finding slightly more complex probabilities. The example that we're going to be looking at deals with drones, the use of drones. Aircraft without onboard human pilots is becoming more prevalent in the United States. According to a 2017 Pew Research Center report, 59% of Americans had seen a drone in action. Suppose 50 Americans are randomly selected. We're going to be finding 4 different probabilities. The first thing we could see is that when we select 50 Americans at random, those are our trials. So we have n equal to 50 trials. The probability of success had seen a drone in action is 0.59. And letter A says, then, what is the probability that at least 25 had not seen a drone? So that's the binomial probability with n equal to 50, p equal to 0.59, and we want our x to be at least 25. So that means it could be 25, 26, 27, 28, and so on, so that x is bigger than or equal to 25. So we're going to use StatCrunch to find this probability. So we'll go to our StatCrunch calculator. Stat, calculator, binomial, and we want n to be 50, the probability to be 0.59, and this time we want x to be bigger than or equal to 25. So we get a probability to 3 decimal places of 0.924. Part B changes it and says, what is the probability that more than 30 had seen a drone? So we're still dealing with 50 trials, success probability of 0.59, but in this case, it's more than 30. So its x is greater than 30. Or you could have used x is greater than or equal to 31. So we want to count all the probabilities that are greater than 30. So 31, 32, 34, 33, 34, and so on. So we use our StatCrunch calculator, and it's 50. Probability of success is 0.59. This time we want x to be greater than 30. And this gives us 0.390. Remember, we could have also said greater than or equal to 31. 0.390. Part C, what is the probability that between 30 and 35 had seen a drone? So that means that we need to add the probabilities of all the numbers between 30 and 35. Fortunately, in StatCrunch, we have another option, as we will see, to go between 2 numbers. So fortunately, it will add them up for us, makes our life a little bit easier. So what we'll be looking for is the binomial probability of 50 trials, probability of success of 0.59. This time we're going to say that we want it to be between 30 and 35. In this case, I'll assume that that means that we're going to be including 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and including 35. And like I said, luckily for us in StatCrunch, we can change that. N is still 50. Probability of success is 0.59. This time we want X to be greater than or equal to 30 and smaller than or equal to 35. We will see those bars in red. They've added up each of those probabilities for us to give us 0.463. And finally, in part D, what is the probability that more than 30 had not seen a drone? If the probability of success is 0.59 and success being had seen a drone, now we want the probability that we had not seen a drone. So this success would be not seen a drone. And so that probability is 1 minus 0.59, which is equal to 0.41. So what we want now is the binomial probability of 50 trials. This time success is 0.41, or probability of success is 0.41. And we want the probability that more than 30, so 31, 32, X is greater than 30, we want that probability. We use our StatCrunch calculator. N is 50. This time our probability of success is 0.41. And we want to go standard this time because it's just X is greater than 30. And like we said, you could use X is greater than or equal to 31, or you can use X is greater than 30. Gives it the same answer, very small probability, because the probability of success is lower than half this time, and we're getting into having a lot of people. And this should be a very small number because of that. 0.002. So very low chances that more than 30 had not seen a drone. Okay, this concludes this video on the binomial model and finding slightly more complex probabilities, example 5.